I have been looking forward to this hour all week. I knew I was presenting this show. I have to say, Mad Hatters, I'm a huge, huge fan. And when you see the display in front of you and what you can achieve with a one-day special, how can you not be a fan? I mean, come on, there is so much going on with this one-day special. 68 pieces in total. But with the pieces, it's the quality, the design, the story you're able to tell with Mad Hatters. I mean, looking in front, because sometimes it's 68 pieces, but it's the quality of the pieces. Look at all the elements that you are getting in here, the character that you get. Now, I've got to introduce you to the lovely Wendy, and it's been far too long, Wendy.
Hi.
How have you been?
I'm good, yeah, busy.
Busy, I know,
Busy,
been very,
busy.
very busy.
Yeah.
We've been enjoying watching the last show with Alex. Touch her off with a little
Yeah,
tipple there as well.
She's away with her gin.
I've never seen Alex so happy to present the show. Going back to, and I know with the launch, she enjoyed doing the launch with you. It's not easy, I think, adding so much personality to each element. And I kind of feel, and I'm sure a lot of viewers at home will agree with me, you transport us into another world. It's that fantasy world here. You can really immerse yourself in this collection. And there's so many elements.
There it is. And what we've done with the one day special, we've given you the sort of basics to then go wild with.
Yeah.
So you've got your basic sort of, well, they're not basic actually.
They're really not.
Yeah. But the idea is that you can then do anything you want with them, you know.
I kind of, and presenting here at the craft store, you see beautiful NDF, but say simple shapes coming through. Mad Hatters, none of that. If you look at the intricacies of all the cut work that you're getting within this one day special. I love the etched detail as well within each of the elements too. The way, and you phrase it beautifully, is having some fun. Once you actually start going on to make, I'll show you some examples because these are beautiful. This is what we mean when it says it takes you to that fantasy world. I love the mushrooms going through there, all the little elements. Or how about, speaking of mushrooms, ooh, that's another beautiful piece as well. Now I'm going to stop here for a moment. I don't often do this, but we saw at launch that a lot of you were loving the one day special, but didn't buy the one day special. And I will tell you why. It's because you're buying the complete collection, and my goodness, with the complete collection. I've got to tell you that we're going to go through all the individual options, but all I want you to do is just bear in mind, hold back if you're interested in this release, because then I'm going to show you the complete collection where on top of the £13 saving, you're getting a further £6 saving. Okay, so just bear that in mind. If you do want to go for the one day special, details on your screen, $29.99, 465 367. But this is where it gets interesting. So all the elements I'm about to show you are included in the complete collection. For instance, the toadstools. The toadstools are actually sold out individually. They are back on extended delivery. I'm flabbergasted. For $11.99, all of that is incredible. I don't know. I genuinely don't know how you do that, Wendy.
No, either do I.
Sorry, we made a mistake. 30% of the extended has gone here. The amount that you are getting, value for money, off the charts. You don't need me to tell you this. When we bring you something, it's sold out. 30% of the extended delivery is gone, and we're only 3 minutes into this second live show with the one day special. I mean, that's endorsement in itself. Now you are getting over 40 pieces. It will be dispatched from the 4th of August because obviously it is on extended delivery. $11.99 your price, but I want to reiterate it is included in the complete collection. So I think a lot of people, they're doubling up, and I don't blame you. Now we're going to move on to wildlife. See, this when, and I held up actually one of the pieces, when you start putting the elements all together, special things happen, Wendy.
Yeah, they all work really well together.
I like this. Let's go through and see all the elements that you are getting. I mean, there are a lot of very cute elements in this. So you're getting 23 pieces, but they're large, substantial. You've got the hedgehog, we've got the fox, the badger, a third of the stock has gone, the squirrel. When you start, I mean, in raw form, you've given us so much detail to work with, but where these really come into their own, so say the deer, if I just pick up the example I held up a few moments ago, it's when you start colouring them. because you've given us the reference points, Wendy, but adding that colour brings it to life, and that shows you the deer, and it works the same for all of the examples. Colour makes a big difference. Okay, so that's your wildlife pack, $11.99 your price. A third of the stock has gone, and then last, certainly not least, we've got our woodlands. Yeah, this works incredibly well with the One Day Special, and it's adding up those layers of detail. You've got that beautiful ringed log coming through, but then you've got the stump, you've got the leaves, all of these elements. Start playing with them, bringing them to life, introducing colour, getting some crack. Well, I tell you what, cheeky bit of crackle on there would work a treat.
Yeah, I'm not great with the crackle.
Ah, well.
Yeah. I need a lesson in crackle.
Yeah, you never know, Wendy. Getting some crackle, I think, would work perfectly on there. But it's your mediums and your sprays and your stencils and whatever you like. $11.99 is your price here. I know you, but the problem is you're sat at home with problems because you like all three. You're loving the toadstools, which you can see. You really like the animals, and you like the leaves and the wildlife. Was it wilderness? What the final one? Woodland, sorry, woodland. Well, if you can't choose and you would like to get a further £6 saving, go for the complete collection. Now, with the complete collection, you're still getting the £13 saving with the One Day Special. On top of that, you're getting a further £6, $59.96 is your price there. You could also spread the costs as well. Katie, did you just say good boy? Oh, I heard in my head, I thought this is fine praise, but my producer Katie's never said good boy to me. I thought I did something really well. I was expecting a treat. But no, genuinely, you're saving a further £6 on top of the £13, and we are approaching, this is the big one. 1 hour, we're into, well, we had the launch hour, we're 7 minutes into the second live hour, 40% of the complete collection has gone. Well, approaching, sorry. So I'll be interested at the end of this hour where we're at, because genuinely that complete collection might not last the full duration. It looks like it's not going to be lasting the full duration. You've also got your flexi payments as well, which means today, $29.98, we send everything out to you. Interest-free in 4 weeks' time, then you pay the remainder, $29.98. 214-856, your item number. All I will say to you is stay tuned, because once we start playing, and this is the key, I've missed watching Wendy demonstrate. Please stick around, because she's going to show you how you can get the most from anything. She's so good with her inspirations. It's breathtaking how much you're actually getting with that complete collection. Now, I've got to be quick, but we've got some other items that are proving very popular. Another new today, you've not seen this. This is the cat collection. I'm a massive cat fan. I love cats and dogs, so I'm not one or the other, but I do love cats. And Wendy, we're only just seeing this. 20%'s already gone.
Okay, cool.
Are you a cat fan?
I am, and a dog fan, and we will bring a dog collection at some point.
See,
but at the moment, I have 3 kittens at home.
When we go to demonstration, would you like me, I don't necessarily have to, but would you like me to tell you possibly the cutest cat and dog story you've ever heard?
Oh, of course.
Yeah?
Yes.
All right, I might do that. Okay, so let's have a look at what you're getting here. $12.99 is your price. You are absolutely spoilt. What? Actually, I know the answer to it. It's a pack of cats. Is it a pack of cats? If you get like a group of cats, a gang? Is it a gang?
Not sure.
Gang of cats? I don't know. But you're getting a lot of cats together. I think it's probably a pack of cats. But is it a clouder of cats? I should have known this. All right, it's a clouder apparently of cats. So you're getting a clouder of cats within this. So many elements. I love the little fish. You've got the fish skeletons in there as well, the mice, and of course all the cats. So, and the examples, the finished examples are, that's so cute. Did you do that one?
I did, yeah.
I love that. $12.99 your price, 015-249 your item number. For yourself, if you're a cat fan, if you know a cat fan, it's worth getting this and making them something special. 015-249. Now, we've got some returning favourites. I love these. There are 3 different options. We'll start here. Now, this sold out. It's back on extended delivery. This is... Now, we did our meeting, Wendy, but I didn't see the prices on these. Are you kidding me? $13.99. For this storage, now it has a hidden secret. Turn that around. $13.99 for your storage. I think that is incredible. But ultimately, what I love about this is how beautiful it looks, where you can take it. Have that in the home. All right, what we're doing right now. I've got a habit of giving away all our secrets, but I'm going to waffle for a bit longer because we're really busy. We're going to have to talk to Wendy about stock levels. That is incredible. And imagine having this. You can have this in your craft room and put, let's say you're a soft crafter. We can put all our little bits and bobs in the back. Or if you're a paper crafter, you could have it in you could have it in a bedroom. I think in a kid's bedroom, like a doll's house and putting stuff in. Love that. So there we go. I can tell you, this is what we're clarifying. We're over a third of the stock of the extended delivery, and we think that's it. There is no more on this. This is what we were asking Wendy. Very, very, very busy for that. $13.99 your price, 745951 your item number. Okay, so let's go through. We will continue to pester Wendy and see if we can get hold of any more if it sells out, but no guarantees. Okay, now, have you seen how well everything works together? They're not, I've got to stress, these do not come together, but come on, putting those two together looks so good. All right, so this is your next option. This is your Whitley's storage house. Over half the stock has gone here. The detail that you're able to put on. Bring it to life. $13.99 is your price there. These are, as Alex would say, true mantle pleasers. I absolutely love them. $13.99 your price, 523539. And then finally, we have got our magazine holders, or it could be bookends. Half the stock has gone here, $11.99 your price, and you're getting both of those. Absolutely love it. All I will say is just imagine a world where, and we displayed them all together, where all of these were featured together in a room. How good does that look? Right, we want to get to demonstration. Just the last thing to share with you. We have got another new today. We've got some stencils. Stencils work extremely well with the complete collection One Day Special. We are talking toadstool stencil set. $9.99 is your price. 660549 your item number there. If you do have any questions, if you just want to say hello to lovely Wendy, please get in touch, studio@thecraftstore.com. But we're going to get to our demonstration. Wendy, what have you got for us?
Okay, so we're going to use the wood slice plaque that comes in the One Day Special. So it comes in 3 parts. You've got your leaves that you can layer on, and it also has the top wood slice just to give it dimension. But obviously, being a crafter, you can split them all up and have a couple of projects instead. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that one away, and we're just going to work with the base at the moment. Just going to use our acrylic paints because that's my favourite thing to do with MDF, is to paint it. So I'm just going to go all over with an off-white.
Okay, we have got queues on our phone lines, so apologies if you're stuck in a queue. We are busy, we deserve to be busy, because Wendy always brings such beautiful things to craft with. I mean, they were absolute joy. We'll try and get through to you as soon as possible. Our call centre staff are lovely, so if you do get through to somebody and have a chat, please say hello from the team here, because we've got a lot of love and respect for the call centre. If you do want to jump the queue, because I'm not a fan of waiting in queues for calls, then you can always go to our website or you can use the app.
Right, okay, so 1 coat is probably going to be enough because I want it to look sort of worn. So the more coats, the brighter it'll be. Okay. And if you want it really bright, then gesso it to begin with, because obviously the MDF will suck in some of the paint. So as we're laying on our base colour here, would you like to hear this very cute story about a cat? Yeah, a dog? It's worth the wait. Years ago, I was at a party. It was a Christmas party, and there was a lovely little old lady. She was in her 80s, and she was sat, no one was talking to her. So I thought I'd go over and have a chat. And she was so interesting to chat to. And she told me that she had a cat that lived, I think it was it was into its 20s. It was an old cat. Okay, yeah. But she was telling me a story behind the cat, because she had a German Shepherd. And when the German Shepherd was younger, they got the kitten, and the German Shepherd used to take the cat. Every time it wanted to have a nap, it would find this cat or kitten, and it would take it to its bed, and they'd have a sleep together. Oh. So they're best of friends. Cute.
But it gets cuter because when the German Shepherd lived quite old as well. I think it lived to 15, 16. When it got older, it went blind. So what the cat used to do was lead the German Shepherd around by putting its tail on its nose and guiding it around the house. They're best buds. Nice story.
That's lovely.
Yeah, there we go.
I wish my cat and dog could do things like that.
Do they get on well?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, my poor dog, Daisy, which the cottage is named after.
Yeah. She's tormented by the cat.
She is. So she's only 2 years old. And then 10 months ago, I got Whitley, which the other house is named after.
And Whitley the cat?
Whitley the cat. So she's now 10 months old.
Yeah.
She was just 8 weeks when we got her. And she will come through and torment the dog, but we have a baby gate, well, a dog gate, you know, so the dog can't get the cat and vice versa. But don't know if this is foolish or what, but a couple of weeks ago, I have now gotten 2 more kittens that are just, well, they're 10 weeks old now.
What? So, remind me again of your dog's name?
Daisy.
Poor Daisy. She's going to be outnumbered.
She is.
You've officially got a clouder of cats.
I have. And they're not all quite getting on just yet.
What breed is Daisy?
They're just tabby cats.
But Daisy, what breed is she?
She is actually a rescue dog, and she is a combination of, we think, lab, boxer and staffy.
That's a lovely mix.
She is. She's a bit crazy Daisy.
Oh.
So, yeah.
I think that's very cute. Look, we're busy. And I apologise. We're having to speak. We're having to speak to Wendy again because we are really that busy. Now, what I'm going to do is just pick up just some elements from here. I love this idea of creating your own plaques. So obviously that is your that's your blank canvas. So imagine your pattern papers on these and creating something special. Equally, the easels. If I lay these down for a second, the easels that you have here, how beautiful are they? Well, I'm right in saying, Wendy, these are easels?
They are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I mean, they are breathtakingly good. So this would be fantastic, displaying a picture. I mean, I could see these at weddings or at a christening, if you just want to display a really beautiful picture.
Yeah, definitely.
But not just special occasions, just at home as well.
Yeah.
I love them.
Yeah, no, I do like them.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so we're just stippling on a little bit of colour around the edges.
Have we been bullying you
I was a little
for
bit
more?
distracted. Was that
Rain,
another downpour?
Rain, yeah. Have we been bullying you for more stock?
Of course.
Yes. You can't escape.
No, I'll be stuck in that laser room for the next
bless you.
week or so.
Because you were saying that there's a real sort of shortage at the moment of MDF.
Yeah, I mean it was a bit of a panic last week. Did think we would have to cancel and yeah.
So you've been effectively. What was it? On Monday, you weren't sure whether you'd be able to go ahead with the one-day special.
Yeah.
And then when you did get your MDF, then it was laser cutting to the wee hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So we're just along the edges there, and now we'll paint in some of the leaves.
I like how the wood grain still comes through.
It does. So I said this earlier that unless you really put on majorly thick layers of paint, you are going to see the etching back through. I've never not seen it come back through. You can use any kind of paint on this. Do advise if you're using watercolours to gesso it first, just to give that barrier.
Yeah, I tend to do it with MDF. Just to give you a little update, and this is one of the things we had to ask Wendy. The Daisy House, the extended stock is approaching limited. I'm just going to hold this up here for this beautiful Daisy House storage. Now it has got a secret, because if I turn that around, you've got your storage here. Now obviously this is, yours will not be decorated, but think about pattern papers that you're going to use. If you've got any stencils to come in and give the illusion of the brickwork, just colour up. I love the little floral aspect in here. We are limited stock for the extended delivery on the 4th of August. If you want to get a hold of it, now is the time. Okay, back to Wendy. Sorry, Wendy.
No, that's fine. So we're just continuing with the stippling, just to add a little bit of dimension to it.
Lovely.
So.
I mean, this is already, with not a lot of hard work, you've made this look fantastic. And I know we've just begun our journey.
I mean, they are really easy to use. And if you paint it, don't like it, gesso over the top and go again. Or turn over. Obviously, you won't get the etch on the other side.
This would be a great plaque to hang on the wall, and this could be, say, Wendy's craft room.
Yeah.
Or it could be Sam's bedroom.
Yep. Well, actually, Sam, I don't know behind you, Yanis, she has actually created a platform for a candle using this.
I didn't even know it was Sam. I didn't even know Sam had done this. Shall I pick this up?
Yeah. So it's just another take on it. So she's used it as a
very
base.
clever. Now, dare I say the dreaded C word, but Christmas? There you go. Imagine if you wanted to decorate that. Would be incredible. Christmas. I don't know where the teams were panicking. Okay, so let me pop that back.
You've already had your Christmas here.
Oh, yes, true. Now, we have got news on the Daisy House. We had a technical sellout. It's the 4th of August extended, but very kindly, we harangued Wendy into giving us a little bit more stock. I would imagine it's not a huge amount. It's going to be on a further extended. 11th of August. Okay, it is a bit of a wait, but worth the wait for that beautiful Daisy storage house. $13.99 your price, and I would imagine that's it. So once that's gone, that has gone. So there we go.
Right, so just to finish off this,
Lovely.
we'll paint in the branches.
I kind of find with anything that you've broken, I've worked with your MDF in the past, Wendy, and I've just had so much fun. We talk often here at the craft store the journey, because Wendy's demonstrating this beautifully now. This is not a race. I think crafting, the real joy is the actual process, the journey, and then at the end of it you're going to have something beautiful to display.
Definitely.
But it's such a wonderful journey. I really did enjoy sort of decorating, painting, and also with the MDF you can really use everything that you have in your stash.
Yeah, that is the great thing about it, being able to use your sprays and your texture
Mediums,
pastes and you know, I was using embossing powders earlier. You just, you know, everything.
Papers.
Papers, yep.
Lovely.
I mean, painting is my favourite thing, I have to say. I find it really relaxing. And then adding all the little details at the end.
Yeah. And that's it. It's the finishing little touches.
Yeah.
But what you do, because you give us such a great starting point, but you're seeing now where we began and where we're going. Just adding a little bit of colour brings the image to life. But they're such engaging images. Where do you tend to get your inspiration from when you're designing?
Really, I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
You're just channeling it.
Yeah, must be.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm obsessed with toadstools.
Yeah.
I will admit that one.
If you're going to have an obsession, that's not a bad one.
But yeah, I suppose maybe TV, Facebook, Pinterest, just magazines, just everything really.
You strike me as, even when you were younger, did you have a really good imagination?
Yeah. And I've always liked to draw and paint and make things, and
it comes through in your MDF. It kind of it transports you to a different world. There's a magical nature to your designs.
It's just great fun. It really is. Right, missed that little branch there.
Okay.
So then we'll get some pens in, because we've got to use pens.
Do you know what you could do with this as well? If you had I know you can buy clock mechanisms, and then really inexpensive.
Yeah.
If you drilled a hole, you could turn this into a clock.
That would be nice, actually. Yeah. Nice woodland clock.
A little bit of white pen detail. This is one of your signature touches, but it is very effective. Just a little bit of white.
I just can't help myself. I've just got to get in with the pens.
Nothing wrong with that, Wendy.
So I bought new ones on the way down here, because I thought mine were going to run out. So you can't do without your pens. Just sort of makes everything pop once you start with your pens. So just in a little bit of bits here and there. I've actually bought a new one. I haven't tried it yet. Yellow. I've not had a yellow one before.
Okay.
Let me see.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That'll work.
Oh, yep. I quite like
Well,
that.
it does work, yeah.
Makes it pop. Went into a craft store on the way down just to pick up the Posca pens. Rob waited in the car.
Yeah.
I'm just running in for my pens. Came out with a big bag.
Easily done. Every crafter can relate. It's nice.
There. Right. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll glue the leaves on.
See, another sort of signature of all your designs is the layers of detail that you do give us.
Yeah, yeah. I do like to layer things up, but it gives you the option. You can use the layers all together or use them as separate projects.
Nice.
And also the etch detail, it just makes it that more interesting. So we'll just glue that on there. Now I've already painted a fox to save time, so he's going to be the focal point for there, and we'll just do a couple of toadstools.
Now, I've got to give you a bit of a compliment because Katie, our producer, is quite theatrical, and she said it's the kind of thing that you would find on the stage, you know, the kind of design you have. It reminded her, she did a production of A Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah.
And she said she was very proud, she played bottom in it, and it gives you that nature of, again, it's that kind of magical essence to it. I think that's a big compliment.
Oh.
I'd love to have seen Katie play bottom, by the way. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I did think the display, when they wrapped all the ivy around the display here, it just...
Wow, you can just see.
It looked nice.
Well, it does look great on display. There we go, we'll just have a quick look at it. It does look great.
It does, doesn't it?
But it's that kind of, it's like a door. You know, you've discovered this, you've gone into this old house and discovered a magical door going through. All of there is a lot going on within that. I do love those frames. I think those frames are stunning. Do you know what I would be tempted to do with the frames is use a sponge to give texture, to sponge on the paint, and try and make it, because obviously the twisting design, to make it look more organic.
I think I maybe did stipple that one there, but I know what you're saying.
Lovely.
But yeah, weddings, that would look nice with your sort of a welcome sort of thing, or little placemats. You could do like little ones.
What about a menu?
Menu,
You could put a little menu there on the table for a soiree.
Actually, you've got me thinking now. My daughter's getting married next summer.
Oh,
might suggest that.
This theme, having that would look phenomenal. Oh, did she have to postpone at all because of everything that's going on?
No, she actually lives in China. She's a teacher in China, so she is getting married in Scotland next summer, but unfortunately they've not been able to come home and do any of the normal bride sort of things. So, you know, unfortunately me and my mum had to go to the food tasting and, you know, poor us.
Best part. I used to love that when you go into venues and they walk you around and then they give you a taste the food.
It was actually a 3-course. We sat down and yeah, it was.
Did well.
It was good. So I think this woodland actually would work quite well for her wedding.
Now, especially in Scotland, I think the woodland theme would look fantic. You've got so many beautiful.
And it's quite a fairy tale sort of old country house that she's getting married in.
This would look incredible. Well, she's lucky to have a mum like you. The wedding's going to look great.
I'll tell her that. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, so I think we've got our bits and pieces.
Nice.
So we're just going to add some bits, I think, to it, just to add a little bit of texture. So I don't know what this stuff's called, but it's quite nice for these sort of projects.
I'm trying to think. I'm sure I do know the name for it. It's it's on the tip of my tongue.
So I think we'll put.
Is it twill?
I don't know. It's.
I'm sure someone at home will know. If anyone does know, that'd be great.
Just
texture, any texture.
Ah, yeah. Get into your stash of things, and
it's like a bit Hessian but coloured.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm just going to add some bits and bobs. Right, we'll hot glue that together.
Okay, hot glue's your friend.
Not always, but...
Be careful.
And need another stick of glue. I'll just pop him in the back, like so. And then we can just add some, I won't glue them in place just now, but so then just start building up your scene, basically. A bit like that. Put a bit of, the moss. Using lots of moss just now.
Oh, yes.
That sort of idea.
Wendy, that looks so good.
It's quite cute.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, so just to let you know, this is the one-day special from Mad Hatters. We are busy. Now, what we're going to show you is a one-day special, but please stand back before, because if you're looking at the one-day special, like, I want it, I want it, I want it, I get that. Just hold back, because the majority of you are going for the complete collection. There are so many parts to just the one-day special that I've got to applaud Wendy. I'm going to start with these beautiful easels. Look at the amount of detail and cut work just in the easel. On this occasion, you don't have to do anything to that, and it looks great. But then obviously going in with your, well, you can go in with your paints. I'm going to very tentatively pick this up. So will I destroy the set? Possibly. But you see how you've gone from something like that to this. And this is so achievable. Just stippling on a little bit of colour and then maybe some other elements that you might have. Beautiful. So the easels, I'm already a fan of the one-day special, but it is so much more than just the easels. Now you've got the large and small easel. You also have, Wendy, I've got to just ask, because this is behind, is that included in the one-day special?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We just couldn't display it. It's not wired. Now we've wired this up, but to me, papers, papers, papers. You know those beautiful papers that you stroke? And we were having this conversation, Holly, and you'll understand this, Wendy. Holly, our director, she's not just a stroker. She says, and we went into great depth, anyone channel hopping right now, this is going to get weird, but crafters will understand this. Because Holly says she loves nothing better than a little bit of a stroke, also a bit of a sniff of the papers.
Okay.
But I was saying to Holly, you need to use them. So don't just store your papers away. It's one thing to stroke.
It's difficult to use
them.
them.
It is, but can you imagine using those papers that you love, give them a stroke and sniff by all means, but then get them down on your MDF and create something beautiful. Okay, so we're getting that. Not wired though, so you can wire it up. You also have, and one thing I hope we saw earlier on, is these beautiful sunflowers and leaves. Just down here, I will endeavour to pick one up without messing it. This is the smallest one. That's a small, that looks huge in my hand, but that's the smallest one. The others are bigger. So I'm going to grab one of the bigger ones to show you. There you go. Look, woo! That's just screaming for colour. If you listen, colour me, colour me. Okay, so then we got the leaves in there as well. We've also got a collection of flowers, toadstools, little snails living in very dangerous grounds, bending over showing these. I feel I'm going to knock something over. But look, you've got the snail in there as well, the toadstools. You also have, this is nice. How I haven't knocked anything over yet, I'm amazed. Look at this. That's just such a... the amount of little projects that you have here.
It comes with a base, that one as well, so you can use it as a standing up project, or you can turn it into a plaque.
Perfect. We've got more elements. Oh, those the ones that were wired up. That's what I was showing you there. You've also got all these beautiful ferns, the wreath. This is what we were working off. I'm sorry, Holly, I'm jumping ahead. There's what we were working off of just a moment in our demonstration. That's a one-day special, and I haven't actually shown you everything that's included in it. You can see it, I just haven't talked about it. So there's your one-day special, saving £13. Here's the thing. How about if we gave you a further £6 saving and then showed you even more? We have got the complete collection. With the complete collection, you are getting all three of these add-on kits. what we'll do, I'm going to show you the complete because it's where everyone's going. I don't blame you. So with the complete, you have got a flexi payment. You've got a further £6 on top of your £13. So that's a £19 saving. Yes, £19. Doubt my maths here for a second. £19 saving. And have a look at this. All of these elements at your fingertips. The amount of detail with the mushroom. Do you know you have over 170 elements to play with? But they are perfect to really go to town and bring to life and embellish all the beautiful projects and kits that you have in the one day special. So there's your wildlife coming through. But you will not appreciate how good they are until you colour them up. So imagine that squirrel, having a beautiful red or grey squirrel coming through, the amount of flowers that you have there, the leaves, if you want to go for a beautiful autumnal theme. If you just wanted to create some beautiful little coffee mugs, mats, you can do that. Obviously glaze over, got varnish on there. So all of those, if I just show you the complete that you are getting, it is an absolute feast for the eyes. Do you know it works out 35 pence per piece? 35 pence. That there, 35 pence. It's incredible. Obviously you've got larger elements and smaller elements, but I'm going to say this. I already know the answer is yes, because I've experienced this. As crafters, there is nothing more exciting than when it finally arrives. So when your complete collection arrives at the door, you're opening up and all of those elements are at your fingertips and what are you going to be playing with first? That is a good problem to have. $59.96 is your price. It's a £6 saving on top of the £13 saving the one day special, and you've got your two flexi payments, $29.98, 214856 your item number, and we are over 40% of the stock of the complete. What we're going to do now is head back to Wendy. I'm conscious of time, so what are we going to play with next, Wendy?
Right, so I've got the rustic window.
Lovely.
So it comes in 4 parts.
Yeah.
It has the top part, it has a layer for the top of the roof and your windowsill, and then you've got the back of it. And once again, you could really just turn that into 2 projects, because I was actually thinking that looks quite like a spooky house on its own. So, you know, that could be a Halloween-y project if you want.
Read my mind. So what I'd be doing there is thinking about some Halloween papers that you have, or actually, how about sticking one of the cats? You know, the silhouettes of the cats that we have.
Yeah, I think, where did I do one? I think there is one somewhere with a cat. I'm not sure where it is.
No, I haven't got it.
I have to point out that Denise has done with a squirrel, and she's made a little roller blind in the back of it, which is so super cute.
Well, if I just show you here, is it this easel that's blocking? This easel. There you go, we'll see.
It is just very cute.
Oh, that's lovely. And I also loved, if we just look to the left of that, I know it's different to not what we're working with, but still using the elements. That is a beautiful rendition of the toadstools and the hair. Lovely. Who did that one, do you know?
That was Denise.
Very good.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, so I am going to use both elements here. So what I'm going to do, and I'm also taking in the layered rabbit. Now it comes in 3 parts. So you've got your bottom layer, your top layer, and then it has the leg. But I'm flicking it over, and I'm going to use it as 2 hairs. So
that's nice.
Because you can. And I'll use the leg on that one.
Him or her? But like
yeah, it could be.
Couple.
Couple. So I'm trying to draw a circle here, and it's not looking very much like a circle. Okay. Which, using Denise's inspiration, I'm going to do a moon.
Okay. So you're excited about the wedding? Your daughter's wedding?
Yes, I am. I'm in the middle of designing her save the dates. So it's a bit of laser cutting and a little bit of watercolour hand painting in the background. So
tell you what, everyone needs a mum like Wendy.
Right, so it's just a quick moon. And then
now, just as we're doing that, Wendy, we have got another one of our beautiful houses. This is Whitley. You're seeing here, we're limited stock for Whitley. just think about and get some, please do this. Get some of your, if you've got any stencils with texture, sort of brickwork, it's so effective. You don't need to do a lot, just a little bit here and there has its effect. And then also beautiful pattern paper, because obviously it is storage. You can paint inside there too. Just a thing of absolute beauty. Keep that in. I was thinking you could have that in a kitchen, and you could keep teas in there or coffees, little sachets. Nice. Limited stock for Whitley. We've already sold out of Daisy once. Actually, sorry, a couple of times now. It's on extended, further extended. So we go 523539.
Right. So we're just slapping on some midnight blue, I think it is. The background.
Gorgeous.
Like so. And
that's looking good.
we're just going to splatter.
Oh yes.
It's a little bit watery, but
Crafty splat.
yep, like a splat.
What a starry night. Look at that.
Right, so we'll leave that to dry.
Okay.
So we've got our hairs.
Now imagine the skyline looks in Scotland away from the light pollution.
Yeah. Yeah, you can get some beautiful starry nights. So 3D, I think this one.
Okay. How long did it take you to travel here?
9 hours.
Oh, Wendy.
To be honest, I slept pretty much the whole way yesterday.
Your husband drive?
Of course.
What a good man. We've got to give him a mention. What's his name?
Rob.
Rob, you're a good man. 9-hour slog behind the steering wheel. Actually, and whereabouts in Scotland? I should know this.
So we're north of Aberdeen.
Okay.
So we're at 40 minutes north of Aberdeen. So
I would imagine it's just beautiful around where you are.
it's not bad.
Yeah,
it's not
fair.
bad.
Okay.
We actually met the lovely Julia McNeil from JMC Designs.
Ah,
She was in the area and she'd placed a rather large MDF order, so she
picked it in.
personally came and picked it up.
was that while she was on holiday?
She
'Cause I know
was on holiday, yeah.
I did a show with Emma and she was saying Julie
that's
was on
right,
holiday.
Yeah. So she came and viewed the machines working and
Oh,
behind the scenes.
so she had a bit of a busman's holiday then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, so we're just adding I'm not going to do too much with the hairs. I'm just going to do a little bit of detail. I'm not sure what sort of time we've got.
You've got about 14 minutes left.
Right, okay, plenty of time.
So we're good for time.
Plenty
We're good
of
for
time.
time.
A little bit of shading.
Very pretty. I love the pose. It looks very, very wistful.
Yeah,
Just staring at the night sky.
and there's another hair in the pack, and it's leaping.
Ah,
Right, so that's all we're going to do there. Leave that to dry, and then we'll just quickly paint the front. So you've got all your nice woodwork etching on here.
I mean, there's so much character in that window. Love it. It's a kind of window, if you go for a walk and you see a beautiful old house, and up in the loft or the attic, there's a window there, and you just wonder what's up there.
Yeah. It's very rustic. Of course, you could get your texture pastes in here, and
Yeah. But equally, you can take it through the seasons, because we're showing you now with the ivy and the display. It's very summer-like. But equally, if you wanted to put some snow on the eaves, you can take this into sort of winter
yeah.
or autumn with the leaves. Go for those beautiful burnt oranges and reds.
Yep. We have got acorns and things in one of the packs, which would be
Have you got a
quite
favourite
nice.
season, Wendy?
No, I like them all, to be honest. I look forward to each season.
Yeah,
You
that's a nice thing to say.
I am a big Christmas fan, I have to say.
Yeah.
I'm holding off watching Christmas movies
Oh,
because they're on now.
there are Christmas movies on now.
Yeah.
See, Christmas now for me, it's changed because Archer, my son, was born early December. We were worried because his due date was the 6th, and first babies a lot of the time are late. And my wife and I, if he was born sort of near to Christmas, we thought, oh, he's going to lose his birthday because it kind of gets molded, all into one. But luckily he came on the 5th. But yeah, we're looking forward to the point I was trying to make. First Christmas with little Archer, that's going to be nice.
Yeah, because he'll know what's going on. He'll enjoy presents. And
he loves his food now. He looks at you. If you're eating, he'll look at you and he wants to try everything.
Oh, good. Good.
Now, we have had some pictures in.
Oh.
What are we going to see first? This is lovely. Wow. Who's it? If you look over there, Wendy, you'll be able to see a monitor.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
This is from Sandy.
They
Sandy,
look great.
they're so good. That's Daisy and Whitley together. That is incredible, and it gives you a sense of the size of them as well. Placed in the garden just to take the picture. Sandy, I'm so happy you sent in those pictures because they're fantastic. Thank you so much, Sandy. This is from Jackie, and Jackie, this is a great illustration of different colorways to Sandy. I mean, no less beautiful. I love these color tones coming through. There's a doll-like house effect to them. I think it's just the colors.
Yeah, they're lovely.
It's got a bit of a Victorian vibe that we're getting there. I love it. But just showing you what you can do. Now this is different. So taking the beautiful characters and an idea. So if you wanted to use the hedgehogs and create something special and the mushrooms, you could do that. And who's the last picture from? That's from Lorraine. Thank you to everybody who sent in pictures. Genuinely, thank you. Just remind you of the houses, actually, because we had a little look at them. Houses are proving very popular. They are separate items. This is Daisy. Now, Daisy sold out, back on extended delivery. If you want to get hold of Daisy, you have got within this, you are getting the storage at the back as well. So don't forget, use your pattern papers with the storage. So that's your Daisy on extended delivery. Will be dispatched on the 11th. And the only reason it's 11th is because it's sold out twice. So it was originally on extended delivery for the 3rd of August. Now it's the 11th. Moving on to Whitley. We have had a technical sellout of Whitley. There we go. So that's direct dispatch is sold out. Back on extended delivery now for your Whitley, and that will be dispatched on the 4th of August. Beautiful. There you go. And then finally, we've got our magazines. Magazine racks. You can see to put your magazines. Very useful, but beautiful. Bring up the details there. And obviously, these are decorated up, but you decide the colours. 60% of the stock has gone here. Can I just show you, though, while we still, at this moment in time, have all three in stock? Just put them together. How good do they all look together? It's a whole little village. Okay, now, Wendy, we've got about 9 minutes left.
Okay, doke.
Is that enough?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, so I'm just finishing off the window. So I'm only going to do one coat because I want some of the wood showing through, just for that rustic look that we're going for. And we'll just sort of dry brush the edges.
Nice.
Like so. Just to make it look more weathered.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and we'll just go in with some pen, add the little details.
Okay. Oh, that's nice. Well, it kind of looks like nails or rivets.
Yeah, yeah. Obviously, we need some dotty things going on here.
It wouldn't be a piece with yours if it's not a little bit of dotty detail.
Oh, my pen stopped working.
Oh, that's not your new pens that you stopped
It
buying.
is. I've clogged it with paint, I think.
Oh,
I'm always in too much of a hurry.
don't worry.
So just little bits here.
Do you tend
and
to
there.
lose yourself when you're in your dark doing this?
Yeah.
That's the joy of crafting, I think. It is that escapism.
It really is. A little bit on the windowsill. Okay. Right. So they need some eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Little nose.
Cute.
And we're going to add a toadstool, obviously. Like that.
Lovely.
Just a little bit of shading on the top.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, because we're going nighttime here, you've just toned it down, muted it down.
Yeah. I'm actually going to put a little blue tail on.
Oh. So when did the new kittens arrive?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, you've got all three now.
We've got all three. Yep. Yep. So Whitley's the original.
Yeah.
And she was actually named after a gin.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
And the two new kittens are called Rhubarb and Ginger, which are flavours in gin.
Gin. Are they?
Not that I'm obsessed with gin.
Okay, what should we call the cats? I don't know. Let's have a drink on it. So the two new ones, are they related?
They are sisters, yeah.
So do they get on?
Oh yeah, they're just a bundle of fun
Yeah.
together, yeah.
But
yeah.
then with Whitney and Daisy?
Not quite there yet.
Okay.
But I can see it.
You just have to introduce them slowly.
Yeah,
together.
I can see it all coming together. Right, my pen's blocked, so where's... I'm looking for a paintbrush that's got a round end. We're just going to dip the end of the paintbrush in.
Nice. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yep. There we go. Okay.
Lovely.
Right. Let's see how this looks.
Oh, yes.
Oh. Little bits missed.
Okay. Well spotted.
And here.
Yeah.
Go.
Wendy, that looks lovely. When you consider, you didn't have to work very hard to do that.
No,
So effective.
I would actually I will put more definition into those hairs because they do need a little bit more, little toadstool. And I've actually made this toadstool here using our stencil just
Oh, yes. And we have got
drawn round it,
yeah,
you
we've
know.
got
but
a
I'll-
brand new stencil.
yes, so I will be using those tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
But
great.
that is one that we've just cut out.
Okay, we'll carry on.
And there we go. And yeah, I think add a little bit more definition to there, but that's quite a nice little
That's
little
beautiful.
project.
I think for an anniversary, a wedding,
yeah.
that's really pretty.
Yep.
I love that. Love it. And it just shows you you're only restricted by one thing when it comes to craft, and that's your imagination. I'm just going to show you actually the stencils. And poor Holly, that was a lovely sweeping shot of the complete collection. I've ruined it for her. Just going to show you here the stencil. So you're getting two of these. You're getting this stencil, and you're also going to get this stencil in here as well. I love the clouds going in there, swirls, the butterflies. For $9.99, 660-549 your item number. There, Wendy's going to be showcasing these tomorrow. So if you're looking for inspirations, actually, do you mind if I just show you this very quickly? Because using the stencil, Wendy's kindly just done a few, and this just very quickly just showed you a few ideas of where you can take the designs. Lovely. Now, we interrupted rudely a lovely sweeping shot of the complete collection. Cinematic in its gravitas. Love this. So you've got all of this in your complete collection, and that's the details we left on the screen because that is where the majority, if not all of you, are going. Within the complete collection, you're getting all the elements, the individual elements here. You can buy these individually, but as I say, if you go for the complete, you're getting a further £6 saving. You're getting the lot, and you're also getting access to the flexi payments as well. So you're not paying $59.96 today. You can actually pay $29.98 today, and then in 4 weeks' time, interest-free, you pay your remaining $29.98. You're also saving a £6 on top of the £13 from the one-day special. So your total saving for this complete collection is £19. possibilities, and we're seeing some of the inspirations in this beautiful display, and it is absolutely stunning. Love this door. This hidden door is, look at that. Or if you wanted to create the easels, I want to show you actually, I've got, this is using with the complete, so everything, and this is why, that's clever.
Sam made that, so she's drilled holes into the arrow plaques.
Yeah.
And created a journal. It's just amazing.
What? Sam, that is genius. But do you know why I would be going for the complete collection? You've been very generous with the One Day Special and given us elements. But then to be able, so say we're working off this beautiful window, being able to dip into all of these elements and surround and build up and add, so you're not being frugal, you can throw everything at it. And just, I love it. I genuinely love this. Okay, now you are getting over 170 pieces. Works out 35 pence per element. So having a look here, if I pick this up, when we talk about per element, that is an element. 35 pence for that. I've got to stop because time's beaten us. Wendy, has been an absolute pleasure.
Oh, thank you.
I've missed working with you. So you're going to be back tomorrow at 8, 12 and 4?
Just 8 and 12, as far as I know, yes.
8 and 12.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So hopefully you can tune in at 8 and 12 tomorrow. Gives you time to get back to Scotland.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much, Wendy.
Thank you.
We are now approaching half the stock for the complete collection. Wendy will be back tomorrow at 8 and 12. And please follow Mad Hatters on social media as well, because I know that Wendy posts some beautiful things and always loves to see what you're getting up to as well with anything you purchase. Wendy, thank you.
Thank you.
Really enjoyed it. And I hope you've enjoyed it as well. We got plenty more round the corner, though. Don't go anywhere.